Guys, welcome back. Yes, we're going to do another 10 horror games you guys should be checking out, but this time it's the PlayStation 4. Right, same as last time. They're in no particular order, but this time I have pulled out 2 bonus games as well that you should check out. The list is obviously not definitive, these are just games that I've really enjoyed, and I suppose fun to play this time of the year. Right, we're going to kick off straight away with Maiden of Blackwater, and I'm sorry about the glare there, guys, but yeah, Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater. Also, Project Zero. This is, at this moment in time, the 4th and last game in the series. And I suppose it got a bit of a remaster for the PlayStation 4. Mine's sealed because I have got the original Wii U version, and that is a collector's version. And, well, I just don't want to open this. I have no need to, in all fairness. It's just part of the collection. But anyway, you are back with the camera obscure, and you are ghost hunting. You are investigating a disappearance, from what I can remember. And you basically go in and you start snapping away at those ghosts with your camera to make them disappear and to capture their essence. It's a fantastic game. Another YouTubers currently play this, Smelly Playful and Tango. You should go and check them out as well. But a fantastic game. Right, this next one. Oh, total change to the genre. It's a really, really good Resident Evil game. And I could have picked from a massive host of games because there is a lot on the PlayStation 4. But I've gone with number 7 for this moment in time. Number 7. Absolutely freaky game. This one you can play in VR as well, and if you've not, try and give that a go. Right at the very beginning, when you're actually just walking along and you come across the white van, you can actually stick your head in the van and have a really good look around it. It is so weird to do that. It just really does add more, because especially when she changes and she starts coming at you, it is absolutely horrific, but a brilliant game to play, especially in VR. Moving on to another one, and this is a bit of a favourite of mine because it sort of came out of nowhere, this game. And what I like about this one, because it has got that sci-fi elements, which I do enjoy. I do enjoy science fiction. But it's the fact that it could morph into anything. So right at the beginning, you're looking for something to twitch. If it twitches enough, it could be it. Prey. What an absolute gem this is. Absolutely fantastic. It really is. You don't realise that at the beginning it's almost as if you're in one huge hologram. But then once you get out, you start seeing it, morph, it move, and the further you get in, you come across, shall we say, human size and bigger enemies to go after. It's an absolutely fantastic game. I've mentioned it many times before, but certainly one you should pick up because it's also cheap as chips. Prey. Right, this next one, sealed game, and I'm only mentioning it because it is still one of my most favourite Resident Evil games of all time. I've got tons of collectibles for this one. I've even, as a lot of you will know, I've got the joysticks, the chainsaw joysticks. That's right, it's Resident Evil 4. Here's my sealed copy. I probably am never going to open this, in all fairness. It's going to stay in there sealed because I've had so much fun playing this game numerous times over the years. It was, when this came out, it was a complete change to what the original, and I suppose the classic Resident Evils were. This took on a more third-person shooting style. And obviously, we've gone away from that now with Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8 The Village, which is an incredible game, but I don't own that in the PS4, I own it in the PS5, so that's why it's not in this list. But anyway, Resident Evil 4, still a cracking game to play. Right, moving on to this next one, and this is, I think, the beginning of what was the Dark Pictures Anthology. They've made an absolute ruck of games now, but I'm pretty sure this was the first one. Man of Maiden. Sorry, I'm just checking that there. Man of Maiden. Now, what you don't realise is this is actually based on a supposed true story. Ghost ships, people going missing, potential time travel. Check this one out. These games, if I'm all, if I'm going to be fair, they're a little slow for me, to be honest, but they're still a lot of fun to play. So go check that one out. Right, this next one. Oh, it's just brilliant. I've never completed it myself. I've watched my daughter complete it, and it is certainly one of the best modern day, I suppose, platform games and, problem solving, puzzles and all that you can play. And it is such a hidden gem. There is the second game out now, but the original is such a fantastic playthrough and one you should be playing. Little Nightmares. Oh, it's beautiful. The graphics are fantastic. You can't believe what she's having to run through and, duck, dive. She's being chased. She's being harassed. There's people basically trying to grab her and put her in a pot. Let's be honest. That's how horrific. And you're trying to get yourself off that ship. You do see, though, a little boy also trying to make the escape. There we go. I'm alluding to the second game there. Little Nightmares. If you've never given this one a go, you should do. Right, this next game, also sealed because I have the Xbox 360 original, which actually does good money in all fairness. And it's a bit of a spin-off, or a throwback rather, to 1950s B-movies. Stubbs the Zombie. If you've not played this and you want a really good giggle, you should be checking this one out. Tearing the limbs of people and then beating them to death with them has never been so much fun. And getting your zombie army to follow you and attack people, I think, is brilliant. It is a very short game, but it's a good one. Give it a go. Right, this next one, it is a game I have raved about so much for such a long time. And as it stands, we're still not going to get a sequel, and I can't believe that. It was not the be-all and end-all, but because it didn't sell in the, I suppose, the billions, which is what Sony wanted it to do, is why we're not, at this moment in time, getting the sequel. And I think that's an absolute crying shame, because Days Gone is one of the best modern-day zombie games I've ever played. It has everything. It really does. The way that you can fly around on the bike, you can do little missions, you can do, obviously, side missions as well, but the main event itself, when that horde comes at you, and it really does come at you, you've got to be prepared, and if you're not, you just run like hell. You really do. But Days Gone, I think it's a fantastic game. I've seen a few other YouTubers at this moment in time playing it. Good for them. I hope they're enjoying it. I really do, because this is going to end up being, I think, a cult classic. Right, my next game, Doll's House. Now, this is proper creepy. It's got that noir sort of feel to it. And you're a detective, and it almost feels at times that you're just basically going through her mind and her memories. It has got such a freaky experience. It's not the best horror game out there, but it's certainly one that will give you that sort of chill factor and really make you have a look around your environment to see if there is anything around. Quite scary at times, but also a lot of fun. I've not played a huge amount of it, but what I've played just sort of, puts you on edge. It's definitely one you should be checking out though, because again, it's cheap as chips. Right, this next one, oh my word! When I started playing this, it's got a sort of a really nice feel to it. Yeah, let's just get to it. Blair Witch. I had a lot of fun playing this. A lot of fun. You see little clues and that to the film all the way through the beginning. You're walking through a forest with your dog looking for a lost child. And then it's as if you're going into the past and then into the future. It gets really trippy at times, and you will see these things suddenly appear and be walking. The best bit of this is right at the end, because all sorts is happening, and I actually remember saying to my wife, I'm glad we're playing this in the daylight, because it would have just freaked the hell out of me. It's definitely worth one playthrough, because once you've played it once, chances are you're not going to want to play it again. Not because you don't want to, but you have almost done everything. There's nothing else more to do. But it's a cheap game to pick up, and one that I really do recommend you do. Right, this last one. It's a bit of a triple here. Trilogy. Because this is 3 games in one, the way I've got it. It was never obviously released like that. But I think these are potentially some of the most scariest games you can play on the PlayStation 4. And what I've got is the Outlast Trilogy. So this is Outlast, Outlast Whistleblower, and Outlast 2. Now, the original game, where you are, at times it feels like you are just crawling around in the dark, and you see that brute and he starts coming at you. You've got to watch it. You've got to watch the AI. You've got to watch the way he moves. You've got to see, is he going to walk down there? Can I sneak past the door? It is really, really good. The second game, I've only played that a little. We just put it on for 5 minutes while we were trying to finish the original, and I just stopped playing it because, going to bed every night and then constantly thinking about somebody chasing you is not good for your health. But the second one looks absolutely frightening. Whistleblower, if I'm honest, I've not played it. But again, these are some of the best horror games you can play on the PlayStation 4. You've got to be giving them a go. And that's it. That's the 10 games. But I did promise 2 bonus ones. And one of them I picked... It's just brilliant, isn't it? When it first came out, I didn't jump back into it. I decided to just wait, hang back, and then when I did get it, I couldn't stand it at first. It was all being played far too quick. I just couldn't get into it. Years later, I gave it another go, and I absolutely enjoyed it. It was such a blast. Doom, it's the reboot, but this is Doom the VR. Wow. You've got to give that a go. It is totally different. And what I really do enjoy about this is, once you've completed it, you can play the original Doom in also VR. So it's just a fantastic experience to do that. And it's a really, really good game to play. And this last one. Oh my word. Telltale Definitive Series. It's just brilliant. Breathtakingly beautiful. The way they do it, the decisions you have to make in the game are frightening and obviously will alter the way the game pans out. But, I'm looking at the front cover. It looks fantastic. The Walking Dead. What a fantastic game this is. and there was a series of them. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic puzzles. Got loads to work out. The dialogue is brilliant. But it's your actions and what you do at given moments. I mean, I remember that there's this particular moment where, do I help this guy who's slowly being dragged out the window, or do I help this girl? And it's like, oh my word, decisions, and the bar starts moving, so you've got to act quickly. In the version I played, I helped the girl because she's very good at shooting the gun, and that's what you do. You basically help her, she grabs the gun, she starts blowing away, but the second that happens, you turn around, the lad that's being dragged out the window is being ripped to bits. Very good, very gory in places, but an absolute incredible game. And I can't remember the name of the character that you're playing, but you're taking Clementine and you're trying to get her to safety ultimately, and the game just carries on from there. It's a beautiful game and one you should be checking out. Right, that's it, guys. That's the PlayStation 4. That's all been sorted. I may do another one. I think I might. I don't know yet. I've got stuff planned that I'm trying to do. But in all fairness, I am struggling at the moment because I've got something wrong with me, in all fairness. Been to the doctors, been to the hospital. We're still waiting for definitive answers. So I'll keep you posted. And ultimately, in all fairness, that's why my videos are coming out a little sporadic and not for the entire week. But that's me. That's my woes. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Catch you lot all again. Take care. Woohoo!